Hello dear student, welcome to new session of Work Power Energy. It's your third lecture. In last lecture we'll discuss about work done by variable force, in which we'll consider a example that work done by spring force, because spring force is variable force. So now we'll discuss some numerical related to variable force, then we'll move forward to topic. So write down the very first numerical. This numerical is again related to variable force. So please try to solve by your own after I'll complete the dictation. So write down. The question is, a force F is equals to 2 plus x. A force F is equals to 2 plus x. A force F is equals to 2 plus x is acts on a particle. Find the work done by this force. Find the work done by this force during a displacement. Find the work done by this force during a displacement, during the displacement from x is equals to 1, during the displacement from x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2, during displacement from x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2. So my dear student, in question they are saying a force is acting on particle. Now see, if I'll put the value of x as 0, force become 2. If I'll put the value of x as 1, force become 3. If I'll put the value of x as 2, so F is equals to 2 plus 2, so it becomes 4. So we can see here that this force is variable force, and they are asking that find work done by the variable force for displacement x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2. So we all aware that if force is variable, then the formula of work done is, we will move it with integration. So see my dear student, force is acting along x-axis, so I'll write it as F vector is equals to 2 plus x I cap. And let's suppose that if force is along x-axis, then it is but obvious that displacement is also be acting along x-axis. So displacement vector is equals to, I'll write dx I cap. Remember, the direction of force and displacement must be same. So if displacement is very small, then work done is also be small. So we can write dw, which is equals to F vector dot dr vector. So dw becomes equals to F vector is 2 plus x I cap dot displacement is dx, and it is again I cap. Now see, I dot I is 1. So dw becomes equals to 2 plus x into dx. So dw can be write as 2 dx plus x dx. Now as we know, if dw is said to be small work done, for net work done, that is for displacement x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2, we have to integrate this. So I am writing here, for net work done, integrating both side. I am integrating both side. So integration of dw is equals to integration 2 dx plus integration x dx. Now see, we have to find work done from x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2 dx. The limit must be seen, the limit must be decided to see the last term. See, last term is change in x. So particle is changing its position from x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2. So the limit must be x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2, x is equals to 1 to x is equals to 2. Now see, integration of dw must be w, 2 comes outside, dx plus limit is 1 to 2 x dx. Integration of x dx is x square by 2, limit 1 to 2. So w becomes equals to integration of dx is x, 1 to 2 plus half comes outside, x square 1 to 2. So w becomes equals to 2 upper limit minus lower limit plus half upper limit minus lower limit. So w becomes equals to 2 minus 1 is 2, 1. So 2 into 1 plus half into 2 2s are 4 minus 1 is 3. So W becomes equals to 2 plus 3 by 2. Now please solve it. You'll get answer as 7 by 2 and the SI unit of work is joules. So I hope you all understand how to find work done by variable force. Remember, if force is variable, then work done can be found by the process of integration. Write down next question, my dear student. A force F is equals to, write down next question, that is, a force F is equals to minus kx square. A force F is equals to minus k by x square. A force F is equals to minus k by x square acts on a particle in the x direction. Acts on a particle in the x direction. Find the work done. Find the work done in displacing the particle. Find the work done in displacing the particle from x is equals to a. Find the work done for displacing the particle from x is equals to a to x is equals to 2a. From x is equals to a to x is equals to 2a. I am repeating once again the question. So they are saying that a force F is equals to minus k by x square acts on a particle in the x direction. Find the work done in displacing the particle from x is equals to a to x is equals to 2a. So very simple, my dear student. Again see, this force depends on x. If you will change the value of x, the value of force is also be changed. So this force is variable force. So we know that they are in question, they are saying this force is acting on x-axis. So it is but obvious that if force is acting along x-axis, then displacement is also along x-axis. So we can write F vector is equals to minus k by x square, and it is in x-axis. So I'll write I cap, because we know that along x-axis the unit vector is I cap. And I'm considering, let the displacement of particle be dx. And my dear student, remember, if force is along x-axis, then it is but obvious displacement is also along x-axis. So dr vector can be write as dx I cap. Now see, if displacement is very small, then it is but obvious that work done must be very small, and small work done can be write as dw, which is equals to F vector dot dr vector. So dw is equals to F vector is minus k by x square I cap dot dx I cap. Now we all know that I dot I is 1. So we can write dw is equals to minus k by x square I dot I is 1 into dx. Now see, for net work done, we have to integrate this equation. For net work done, we have to integrate this equation. So I am writing here, for net work done, integrating both sides. If small work done is there and you want to find total work done, then you have to integrate the term. So I am integrating the term. So integration of dw becomes equals to, I am writing here, integration of dw is equals to minus k comes outside dx by x square. And see, my dear student, actually we have to find work done from x is equals to a to x is equals to 2a, and last term is dx. So we can write x is equals to a to x is equals to 2a. Now see, dw is w, which is equals to minus k dx by x square. Remember, there is a formula of integration of dx by x square. It is minus 1 by x, my dear student. Remember, dx by x square, integration of dx by x square is nothing but minus 1 by x. So we can write minus 1 by x, limit is a to 2a, minus minus get cancelled. So it is k 1 by x a to 2a. Now I have to put the limit. So what will get? K upper limit, that is 2a, minus lower limit, that is a, W becomes equals to K bracket 1 by 2A minus 1 by A. After solving this, you'll get the value of work done as minus K by 2A, and SI unit of work done is joules. So I hope you all understand this question as well. Remember, if force is variable, then work done can be found by the process of integration. So let's move forward, my dear student. Next topic, please write it down. Round trip. Write down next topic. It is round trip. So next topic is round trip. Let's discuss about what actually round trip is. So write down heading round trip. Next concept is round trip. So my dear student, let's suppose a particle starts moving from point A and reaches to point B. I am saying that a particle is moving from point A to point B, and then again particle moves from point B to point C, then again particle moves from point C to point D, and particle come back again to point A. What I am saying that particle is moving from point A to point B first, then it move from B to C, or we can say point B to point C, then the particle move from point C to point D, then again particle come back to its initial position, and initial position is A. Here what we will see? Here we will see initial position is A, and final position is again, my dear student, A. So what we will see here? We will see here initial position and final position of particle is same. So if initial position and final position of particle be same, then we will say the particle is performing round trip. I am repeating once again. If the initial position and final position of particle become same, then we will say the particle is performing round trip kind motion. So write down, if the particle is moving, in such a way, that its initial position and final position become same, then we can say the particle is in round trip. So remember, my dear student, if initial position and final position of particle be same, then we will say the particle is performing motion in round trip. If initial position and final position be same, then we know that displacement becomes equals to 0, because displacement is nothing but straight line joining initial point and final point. So in this situation we will say displacement of particle in round trip is to be 0. Remember, if I am asking for round trip, then in round trip the displacement of particle is considered to be 0. I am repeating once again what actually round trip is. If initial position and final position of particles become same, then we will say the particle is in round trip motion, and if initial position and final position of particle comes to be same, then the displacement of particle, it is but obvious that it becomes equals to 0, and if displacement is equals to 0, then we will say in round trip displacement is 0. So I hope you all understand what actually round trip is. Now we have to find work done by some forces in round trip. Remember, round trip means when initial position of particle and final position of particle become same, then we'll say the particle is performing motion in terms of round trip. So write down next heading. Write down next heading, work done in round trip by gravitational force. Work done in round trip, write down, work done in round trip by gravitational force. 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 So my dear student, we are discussing work done in round trip by gravitational force. So see my dear student, gravitational force means weight of the body. Weight of the body. If mass is m, then we all are aware now that if mass is m, then its weight is mg. So let's suppose this is point A. We have a block whose mass is m. I am taking this block by a height of h at point B. Now see, remember, I am finding work done in round trip by gravitational force. So basically the force for us is gravitational force. So I am writing here the value of force must be mg, because mg is nothing but gravitational force, which is also called weight of the body. So we have to consider only work done by gravitational force, that is mg, in round trip. And we know that round trip means if initial position of particle and final position of particle become same, then we can say work is performed under round trip. So moving forward, let's check it out. If I am taking the particle from A to B, let's suppose this is B position, then we know that if mass is m, then weight is always x vertically downward. Now see my dear student, when I am taking this block from point A to point B, then work done from A to B is equals to, see, weight of the body is constant force. So we can write F vector dot displacement vector. So we can write A vector, work done by the gravitational force for taking the block from A to B is equals to, force is mg and its direction is vertically downward. So we can write here minus I cap. See, actually mg is vertically downward. So if mg is vertically downward, then it is in negative x-axis, negative y-axis. So we can write here minus j cap, and I am taking the particle in positive y-axis. So displacement is h and it is taking along positive y-axis. I am taking the particle along positive y-axis. Or simple, we will apply the formula work done is equals to force into displacement. Simple, I'll apply the formula work done is equals to force into displacement. Now see my dear student, force is in vertical downward direction. Force is in vertically downward direction, so it is minus mg. Force is acting vertically downward, so we can write it as minus mg. So here what we have to write, minus mg, and displacement is upward and it is h, so we can write h, because we know that work done is nothing but force into displacement. If you want to write in vector form, you can write as force is mg and vertically downward, so minus j cap. Displacement is h and it is vertically upward, so dot h j cap. Now j dot j is 1 along with minus sign, so minus mg h. So this is basically work done by gravitational force taking the particle from point A to point B. Now we have to take this particle from B to A because I am discussing work done in round trip, my dear student. So if you want to perform round trip, then your initial position and final position must be same. So now for round trip, we have to take the particle again at A. So now I'll write here work done from B to A. So see, my dear student, B to A, so means I'm moving from B to A. So force is vertically downward and displacement is also vertically downward. So we can write F vector dot displacement vector. So work done from B to A becomes equals to force is mg vertically downward, that is minus j cap, dot displacement is h and it is also minus j cap. So minus j 1. So I'll write work done from B to A becomes equals to mg and h. So this is the value of work done when the particle is taken from B to A. This is the value of work done when the particle is taken from A to B. So now net work done in round trip. Net work done in round trip. It is W net, which is equals to work done for taking the particle A to B plus work done from taking the particle to B to A. So W net becomes equals to minus mgh plus mgh. So W net becomes equals to 0. So what we'll see, my dear student? We'll see under round trip work done by weight of the body, which is also called gravitational force, is comes to be 0. So write down work done by gravitational force, work done by gravitational force in round trip. Work done by gravitational force in round trip is 0. Remember, work done by gravitational force in round trip comes to be, dear student, 0. Now moving forward, we'll discuss one more work done in round trip. So write down next heading, work done in round trip by spring force. Work done in round trip by spring force. Work done in round trip by spring force. So I'm writing here work done in round trip by spring force. Work done in round trip by spring force. Work done in round trip by spring force. So see, my dear student, we have a spring and I am taking this spring from point A to point B because we know that without force work is not capable to perform, and for getting spring force we have to either expand the spring or we have to compress the spring, because if spring is in its natural length, then spring force, the value of spring force is considered to be 0. Now see, I am taking this block from point A to point B. So let's suppose from initial position to point A, let's suppose A is initial point and B is final point. So this distance is considered to be A and this distance is considered to be B. If you all are aware with last class, then in last class we'll discuss about the formula of work done by spring force. I'm writing directly work done by spring force is, if you all aware, then it is half k x1 square minus half k x2 square, where x1 is initial elongation or compression, and x2 is final elongation and compression. So see my dear student, I am considering work done in round trip by spring force. So first of all, I am taking this block from A to B. So here I'll write work done by spring force, work done by spring force for taking block from A to B. So if I am taking block from A to B, then initial point is A and final point is B. So if initial point is A, then x1 maybe write as A and x2 write as to be B. So what we'll do, work done from A to B becomes equals to half k x1, that is A square, minus half k x2 square, that is B square. So this is basically work done when we are taking the spring, when we are taking the block from A to B. But we have to discuss work done in round trip by spring force. So for round trip, we have to take back the spring from B to A, because we know that when we are talking about round trip, then in round trip means initial position and final position of particle must be same. So let's discuss. Now we have to find work done from B to A. So if I am performing work done from B to A, now initial point is considered to be B and final point is considered to be A. So x1 is considered to be B and x2 is considered to be A, because now we are taking the particle, or we can say we are taking this block from B to A because we want to find the value of work done in round trip by spring force. So we can write as work done B to A becomes equals to half k x1 square minus half k x2 square. So work done from B to A becomes equals to half k x1, it is B square minus half k x2, it is A, so A square. This is the value of work done from B to A. This is the value of work done from A to B. So what we'll write, net work done must be work done from A to B plus work done from B to A. So we can write W net becomes equals to half k A square minus half k B square plus half k B square minus half k A square. So this get cancelled. So W net, that is work done in round trip by spring force, is also comes to be, dear student, 0. So write down work done by spring force in round trip, work done by spring force in round trip is 0. Work done by spring force in round trip is 0. Work done by spring force in round trip is 0. Now write down next heading, work done by friction in round trip. Write down next heading, work done by friction in round trip. Work done by friction in round trip. Work done by friction in round trip. So our next heading is work done by friction in round trip. Round trip, remember, if the initial point and final point must be same, then we'll say the particle is performing motion in terms of round trip. So work done by frictional force in round trip. So we are discussing now, my dear student, about friction, work done by frictional force in round trip. So let's suppose a box is there, a block is there whose mass is m, hence its weight is mg, and I am displacing this block from A to B. Let the displacement between A to B is s. So if I am taking this block from A to B, then the direction of motion is in this side. So if direction of motion is in this side, then it is but obvious that friction must be in this side. And as we all know about friction, if block is moving, then the nature of friction is kinetic, and kinetic friction is nothing but mu k into n. Mu k into n. So now we have to find work done by friction from A to B, work done by friction from A to B. Now see my dear student, the displacement is in this direction and frictional force is in this direction. So we can say work done from A to B can be write as FD cos theta. This formula is also applied if force is constant. Frictional force is, my dear student, constant force because it is mu k into n, and n can be write as mg, so we can write mu k mg. So frictional force is also a constant force, remember this thing. So work done by frictional force for taking A to B, so work done for A to B becomes equals to force, it is mu k into mg into displacement is s, and cos theta. Theta means angle between force and displacement. So see, force is in this side and displacement is in this side, because we all know the direction of friction is always opposite to the direction of motion. So force is in this side, frictional force is in this side, and displacement is in this side. So angle between force and displacement, my dear student, is 180 degree, and we all know that cos 180 is nothing but -1. So we can write minus mu k mg and s. This is the value of work done by frictional force when I am taking this particle from A to B. Now we have to discuss work done by spring force in round trip. So for round trip we have to take this block back to A. So I am writing here, for round trip take the block back at point A. So if I am taking the block at point A, now work done from B to A becomes equals to FD cos theta. So work done from taking the block from B to A. So force is friction. Again see my dear student, friction is always opposite to direction of motion. So if I am taking this block from B to A, then displacement now is in this side and force is in this side. So if displacement is in this side and force is in this side, then angle, as both the force and displacement both are in opposite direction, if two vectors are in opposite direction, then we can say angle must be 180 degree. So again theta is 180 degree. So work done for taking the particle from B to A becomes equals to FD cos theta. So we can write work done for taking the particle from B to A becomes equals to, the value of friction is mu k into n, displacement is s, and cos 180. So work done from B to A becomes equals to minus mu k mg s, because we know that n is equals to mg, because in this direction motion is not possible. So we'll write n becomes equals to mg. So this is work done for taking the particle B to A. This is the work done for taking the particle A to B. So net work done, my dear student, W net in round trip. W net in round trip becomes equals to work done from taking the particle to A to B and B to A. So W net becomes equals to minus mu k mgs minus mu k mgs. So W net becomes equals to minus 2 mu k mgs. So see my dear student, work done by frictional force in round trip is not equal to 0. I am repeating once again, work done by frictional force in round trip is not equal to 0. If we will see, work done by weight of the body in round trip comes to be 0. Work done by frictional force in round trip is not equal to 0. Similarly, work done by round trip by spring force is also not equals to 0. So for today's lecture, it is all about. In next class, we'll discuss some more topic and some more numericals. Please make your proper notes. Please try to make a evaluating formula and go ahead with revision plan as well, my dear student, because every chapter is connected with next chapter. Till then, my dear student, take care, stay safe, study hard. Thank you so much.